1, 2, 1, 2, y'all. Check it. I'm trying to catch the beat. I'm trying to catch the beat. Yeah. Sometimes I
Thanks for tuning in to LoudandLyrical. I'm the creator and executive producer of the show, Gary Mamay. And today I'm going to be conducting an exclusive interview with DJ Anonymous and Shamari. And we're going to be talking about the new mixtape that is dropping tonight at 12 a.m. Dreams, Reality, and God.
Sometimes you just gotta force it. Daddy copped out, I know that life is looking morbid. Sometimes I get high and just debate about the pork.
Reality God dropping August 4th. August 4th. Shamari, I gotta say, I had the privilege to listen to the track before a lot of people out here. And I gotta really say, and I like to say this to you in your face, and I want the people to know, this guy right here, he truly embodies hip hop. I'm not knocking nobody else out, but this guy right here, he truly embodies hip hop. He takes his craft very seriously. And Shamari, you know, tell the little people about yourself.
In what aspect?
Like, tell the people where you're from, like, you know, when this all started, you know what I mean? Like, tell them your cultural background, you know what I mean? Because people kind of sleep on you. They think, you know, you just a regular Yank, but you ain't the regular Yank.
Nah, I'm actually, I was born here. I was actually the first child born here in my family. My whole family is from Jamaica, Montego Bay. And moved here like 1993. And I got started with this music stuff maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Started taking it serious around the end of 2012. And been working ever since. 3 mixtapes in now, right?
3 mixtapes in, man. But you had Please Listen, Reservation Miami, and now you're dropping Dreams, Reality, and God. And you also got your main man DJ Anonymous to the side of you. Hi, Ma. But you know, you got your main man DJ Anonymous. This boy out here been grinding. I want you guys to know this guy's been hustling 24/7. Give respect when it's due. You know what I mean? You hosting the mixtape with Shamari.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the mixtape?
So my 7 years of working with artists and doing mixtapes and stuff, it's like the best overall like mixtape. It's more like an album feel. Like it just was it was so different. I feel like this mixtape is the mixtape. Like,
yeah, you know, no disrespect to the artists you work with. You know, we don't want anybody to envy you or Shamari. You know what I mean?
I mean, like I give credit, like you know, to Shamari because Shamari, he's that artist that like, if I need something, he'll give it to me like right away instead of me waiting and stuff like that. Like,
he's a hustler. He's a go-getter.
And the thing about his music is that it's quality. Like it's just something, like I said, it's different. Like it's a different vibe and stuff. It's not too hood, and it's not too like poppy. It's like it's real music. It give you that real message, and a lot of people, especially like me, can relate to that. You know, so.
That's dope, man. So, Dreams, Reality, God. How many tracks is on the mixtape? For the people out there who don't know, and who about to find out.
I think it's like 21 or 22 plus like 2 bonuses. Some of the stuff y'all will see familiar, like 2 plus 2 equals 4, and Virtuous Man. Those are things that were off the mixtape that I had put out for Shamari Fridays, where I put out a new song every week. And so some of my real close fans that they follow everything. They might know a few songs off the thing, but it's like so it's about 20 brand new songs never heard before, and they're gonna be receptive too.
How many features you got on the mixtape?
Feature? This is just one. Actually, it's just one. K-Rilla, check them out.
We'll be discussing Dreams, Reality, and God, the mixtape mixtape that is dropping tonight at 12 a.m. You see the flyer? Greatness. Greatness. On to the right of me, I got Shamari, and to the next of them, we have DJ Anonymous. Shamari, DJ Anonymous, it's a pleasure. Even though we boys and we teammates, it's a pleasure. I mean, this is a great honor for me to actually be on camera. For which of you guys don't know, I'm the creator and executive producer of the show, Gary Mermaid. I'm the guy who's always hiding in the back saying you'll never know who I am. But today, I feel privileged and honored to be actually interviewing Shamari and DJ Anonymous. I mean this truly from the bottom of my heart, you know what I mean? You know, shout out to the production crew, Terry, Erickson on the camera. Yeah. Thank you guys. And you know, let's get down to the business, you know, let's start letting people know what's really going on, you feel me? We got Shamari, you know, known as Shamari CNS. CNS stands for Chill Ninja Society. And how long that brand been going about?
The brand, really, end of 2012, everything really started popping end of 2012. All my ideas that I wanted to do started coming end of 2012. I just started working hard at everything I wanted in my mind. Anything in my mind that I wanted to do, I just started working with it. And Chill Ninja Society came from me loving cartoons as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, I loved anime cartoons, like Dragon Ball Z, that was my show.
Dragon Ball Z.
Samurai Jack, that was my show.
That's my stuff, bro.
And so it was like...
pure imagination to the fullest.
Exactly.
And DJ Anonymous, you also too have a brand, Team DRG. Tell the people out there what Team DRG is all about.
Well, Team DRG is like a brand itself that I started in 2007 with a group of friends of mine that I grew up with. And basically it's more like a family-oriented type label, brand type thing, because I feel that a lot of labels and a lot of like music groups and things like that, they tend to have they don't treat each other like family, like, you know, you part of Team DRG, like brothers and sisters, like, you know, we're not gonna, if you're doing something wrong, we're gonna speak upon it. You know, we're not gonna hide nothing, anything, because of family. And the one thing,
loyalty is the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Loyalty is the game. You guys out there need to remember that. Loyalty is the game. You want to be part of this squad, pure loyalty. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So you guys coming together, you know what I mean? Tell the people a little bit about the mixtape, you know what I mean? Tell us about the introduction. You know, Mike and Lucas are not here right now, but I heard they're in the introduction. I mean, actually, I didn't hear. I know they're in the introduction.
Yeah, my boys Mike and Luke, the other piece of LoudandLyrical, that was my homies. Them's the boys right there, man. They're part of the team more than anybody, man.
Shout out to Mike and Lucas.
Yeah, my brothers.
Them boys, you know, they unfortunately not here with us right now. You know, they're out there getting that paper, networking, doing what they got to do. So shout out to the boys out there.
Yeah, so they did the intro.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Shut up. Hey, I got one question for you. Are you hungry? I'm starving. You need some food for thought. Listen to that new Shamari, bruh. Shamari? Yeah. The James Reality and God mixtape. You ever heard of that? I haven't.
We got here to take exclusively before everybody. They did an intro for me, and I mixed that into the actual intro that I recorded. And that's where you get the track number 1 from.
Track number 1. It's gonna be the hottest track. They got a lot of lyrical boys on it. Mike and Lucas. Mike on the mic. Shout out to Mike on the mic. I gotta make sure I say it right. You know, you're gonna get upset and say, Gary, you never say my name right. You never say my name right. Bars, bucket. We're about to get into the mixtape right now, and we're gonna be discussing all the tracks on the mixtape. And let's start off with the introduction. Track number 1. Why? Tell the people what the why is all about.
Why is all about, actually that first section of the mixtape, like probably the first 6-7 songs, is really trying to give y'all a peek into my life. And why is just like my feelings on this rap thing, my feelings on my life, and things that's just going on around me as far as my family and myself is concerned. That's really what that is. And I just felt like the chorus on it definitely got the whole picture of my questions and my thoughts about God and different stuff like that and stuff in general.
They want to put their shit out and try to get some money.
Yeah.
That song was inspired by my days with my homeboy, rest in peace, Anthony.
Rest in peace, Anthony, out there.
Probably mid 2012. Yeah, around mid 2012. That's like graduation year in high school. So there was a lot going on. Mentally, I was going through bitch problems, all that bullshit. And so it was like Anthony at that time was like the only consistent thing that was in my life. Like, that's my homie. I'm always down the ride with this nigga. And so that song was inspired by having to drop him off after we left the trap to pick up some shit so he could go sell it. And, you know, he told me.
How did Anthony die?
Anthony actually ended up committing suicide. God bless the dead. And, you know, those last few weeks was different. It was different. I don't know. I wouldn't want to share too much about like his personal business, but I know he was going through it. Like getting kicked out of his mom's house, kicked out of his dad's house, kicked out of his girl house, and then ending up in like a whirlwind of bullshit. And it's just,
We understand about that. You know what I mean?
life really hit him.
I really do understand about that, but you know, I just want to say something. You know, something like pass a message through this little interview we have in here. You know, for all you unselfish people out there, like people who are just completely selfish, start lending a hand out. You know what I mean? Start helping some people. You know, like if you see somebody going through some issues out there, just don't walk past them. Ask them how they're doing, how's their day. We need to stop being so cold to one another. I just want to put that out there. You feel me? You know, we need to stick together and work together because there's too much violence on the streets. North Miami's crazy. You know what I mean? Of all people, I get spooked walking down North Miami. So you know, you guys, you know, let's come together and make something happen, man. I'm tired of all these rappers and videographers dying for no reason because you know we're on the same boat as them too.
Rest in peace, Short Kid Live, man. Shout out to everybody on the app.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Little Ice too. I lost him. That was the artist that I worked with. Like one of the first artists that reached out to me when I first started DJing, and he died from the same thing. You know, gun violence.
We got, man. We're pretty blessed, bro. Like we've been everywhere. We've been hustling, and I'm just glad, you know, we're all in a good crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean. I'm just telling everybody out there, whoever gets to watch this, if you got kids, cousins, things like that, make sure they're part of a good crowd. Please, I'm tired of hearing people getting shot, people getting killed, people also getting kidnapped.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean, do yourself a favor and pray a little bit more. And, you know, ask for guidance, be wise about certain things. Because where I see it, black people have been able to be extinct.
Maybe.
I know that was a little tough, right? But let's go to track 6, 2 + 2 = 4. That's a very sensitive song right there. You know, because clearly, you know, we kind of talked about the truth.
I am just a
about
player
what's
in
going
this
on
game
at
that
that
we beat.
time.
So when you compare, it's like what you saying to me.
2 + 2 = 4 is, I feel like anybody who's ever been unsure about something in their life, and like anytime you had a moment where you don't know where your life is going, I feel like that song was meant for you. Like, let's say for instance, yo, I don't know if this next career move is gonna work out, and I really just don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if I should stay where I'm at, make this leap. Same thing for college kids or some kids getting ready to go to college. I don't know if I should stay home. I don't know if I should do this. Anytime you're debating something and life just feels unsteady, I feel like that song is supposed to relate to you. That's how I made it. I made it to relate to me at a point where I didn't know what was going to happen next in my life with this rap thing, with my job, with my school. And my homie got kicked out right here.
I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm gonna keep it real, like, you know, normally I don't like telling people my business, but, you know, I gotta tell the people, like, what's really going on, you know. I'm just like every other kid. I got kicked out of the house, you know what I mean? You know, I'm not gonna put my business out there. I still love my mom to death, shout out to my mom. But I got kicked out and I still hustled. And, you know, and this guy been holding me down ever since, you know what I mean? I really appreciate that. My dog DJ Anonymous, you know, shout out.
Yeah. Rest in peace, intern. say the gun in the closet, pills in the kitchen.
Living or Die was after Anthony passed away or committed suicide. And this is something that I actually struggled with throughout my life when times would get hard, like suicidal thoughts would cross my mind. When life got hard, like those thoughts would cross my mind. And I don't know, maybe that's not normal, maybe it is, but I know it definitely was heavy on my brain. And especially when he passed away, because one of the last conversations that we had was like, bruh, we really all we had, like, in this life, and it was like, that's my brother. And so, the thoughts just started to creep up, like, yo, who else do I got in this life that I can share thoughts with, that I can relate with? And that's when those thoughts really started happening, like suicidal thought. And it made me start to question, like, hell, and it made me start to question, like, heaven and all of it. And it really made me question my belief in God, and it's kind of shaped me to be.
What are your thoughts on track 7, DJ Anonymous? Like, what do you think about heaven and hell?
I mean, going to Catholic, school and stuff like that my whole life, pretty much fourth grade to 12th grade, that's pretty much my whole life. They teach you about like heaven and hell and stuff like that, but it's like, there was a certain point in time where, not no suicide thoughts, but just at a point in time I was like, is this really gonna work? Like, I still like always had thoughts about giving up and stuff like that. When I heard that, with the track, it was discussing about, with heaven and hell, real and stuff like that. But mine was like it just, I don't know, when I was listening to the track, it was like, like when my situation is like, if I die now, will I go to heaven or hell? Like, where I would go at? Because anything that you do, you don't really know you're doing anything right or wrong.
True.
Even not.
I could be doing the wrong thing still.
So it's like, that track right there, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it really had me like think, like, I had to pause for a minute, like, for about 2
Well, that was the purpose. I really wanted people to think, like, are you sure of what you're doing, like, in life? Do you really feel confident to say that I'm a good person by whatever faith you believe in? Like, my faith in God is completely different from the way somebody else believes in God, or if you have multiple gods you believe in, or whatever, if you don't believe in God. Like, are you so certain in what you believe that you would bet your life on it? You feel me? Like,
that's true.
And as a philosophy major, one of the first things that you get questioned about is, oh, so you believe in God? Do you really believe in God? Like, is that a justified and true belief? And so it's something that me as a philosophy major, I've had to think about, and I just wanted people to really think about it.
I like to take time, and sometimes I just like being lost in my own mind. So please stop asking me questions like, what are we doing? What are you thinking? And where are we going?
My Zone's gonna actually be aired on 135 The Beat, right? That's dope. Monday morning?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell people how you got that.
That song was just, inspired by me not being too much of a turn-up dude. And sometimes, you just be cruising, and it's like when somebody be rapping in your ear, whether it's your girl or one of your homies, like, what we about to do next? Like, nigga, let me just enjoy the drive. Babe, let me just enjoy the drive. And it's just like, I'm vibing right now. I'm in my zone, just looking at the street lights, trying to focus, make sure I ain't running no red lights or nothing, because you might have just came back from a party, you might be a little high.
What's going on? Tell the people about your hustle.
Shout out to finals week.
And like, I'm about to be a graduate soon at FIU, Golden Panthers.
Shout out to everybody.
And then, I have, different projects with music and stuff. I'm working on the album to drop today.
Flip to my page, kickboxing with Lucifer, devil up in my cage, shining brighter than diamonds, I'm spitting them sun rays, getting hair from Mon Cherie, but I don't say no s'il vous plaît, and I don't know that much, but I just say merci beaucoup.
You probably gonna say Shamari, right? You probably gonna say Shamari. Hey, we gotta give her a shout out.
Yo, shout out Jennifer, man.
You gotta shout out. She's like the most sexiest
voice.
drop ever. I be like,
every time I see her,
I'm like,
I roll with a
DJ DJ Anonymous over there. You pretty, you know what I mean? You smile and stuff, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna put no names out there, but I know you locked up.
Yeah.
And she probably watching this. You know, shout out to the missus, the Miss DRG. I'm not gonna say the name or anything. The Miss DRG.
Yeah, she support me. You know, we met about a year ago. Well, we knew each other about 2 years, 3 years, but we started talking last year, and you know, we together. And I'm not gonna lie, she kind of put an impact, you know, as far as like me working even harder, you know, towards my goals and stuff like that. Just to have a woman on your side, you know, because shout out to my mom. My mom always gonna be there, but to have someone like to make sure that I'm good, like when I leave the house, you feel me?
I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad you got a real supporter. I hope you ladies out there, if you got a man out there on a hustle, support him. You ain't got no cheerleader but you. Be the cheerleader. You ain't gotta say much. Just hold his head, rub his belly. I don't know, but just don't.
Yeah, man.
I know this next track here, bro. It's that Young and Beautiful Life, track 17, bro. Tell the people about that.
Young and Beautiful was inspired by a moment in my life where I was like hung up on this chick, and it was just like, yo,
Wait,
the amount of stress that I'm going through for you is unnecessary. And the only reason I'm going through it is because you bad. You feel me? And I know there's been people out there, I'm not the only dude that's been out there like, why am I stressing this chick so much? Like, why is this girl, like, why am I working so hard right now? Because you feel me? And it's like, everybody's done it before, whether you was in middle school, high school, or you in college now. And you've been stressing some chick to the maximum. And it's like, oh, if you wasn't so pretty and you wasn't so, ooh.
You guilty. You say guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about that guilty.
Nah, man, like my girl, you know, that's with me now, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I was, you know, pursuing her for a while, you know, hearing her, because it was just like, she was challenging. I was like, you know, there's something about you that I just need to just get you, like just, you know, but like what he said, like it's like why, you know, yeah. But.
I mean, the song actually has two meanings too, because I was trying to put myself at the same time in a woman's perspective, like maybe not so pretty woman's perspective, where it's like you see another girl always get pampered and treated nicer, and she gets all these benefits in life because she's old, quote unquote, model like, and she's beautiful. So for any girl that might be feeling insecure, I try my best. I can't really do it, but I try my best to put myself in your position and say, like, really, the only reason you getting that is not because you're a good person. It's because you're just pretty. You know, if you wasn't pretty, where would you be? You know, and it's a weird concept, but I hope people get it.
Yeah. I also gotta say I'm guilty too. This shit. Woo.
Them lights getting hot.
Them lights getting hot. You know what I mean?
Make it hot.
Cause you know, I'm happy for you, bro. Like you really got a chick holding you down, and I'm glad you got her. Cause you know, I've been on this ground for a while, and I met one special chick. And I don't like to say things like this, but you know, I lost her. I felt like I had her, but I lost her because I was so caught up into the grind, into the trials and tribulations of my personal life, that some other dude is treating her right now. So, you know what I mean? You know, for all the dudes out there who got that special girl, hold the girl down. If she treating you right, hold it down. It's like when you lose a girl of your dreams.
Yeah. I ain't never had a problem. No nigga, I ain't never had a problem. Never had a problem. I ain't never had a problem. Good weed or some pussy couldn't solve me. I ain't never had a problem. I ain't never had a problem.
That's the song again, right on the other. That's the song right.
That's the song again.
Right to contrast church girls. Like Cause then you get to like, you know, senior year, you get to like high school stuff, you get to college, and these girls is real nice. Like, and so it's like things that you do is completely different than the way it used to be, and so it's like from not being able to do drugs and fornicate, now that's really all you do. You feel me? Like in college and.
Make a case and you couldn't beat it. Copy, paste, or delete it. I want it, girl, I don't need it. Paraplegic, my flow, cause I leave them all so defeated. Schooling all of you boys, you niggas need to get seated. I swear I'm just too advanced, you niggas so intermediate. Monsters under my back, keep complaining about the aroma.
Apparently in the past, and dealing with women, I guess I might have came off of a little complicated. So it's just a song like talking about what I like and how I be feeling and the way I am as a person, I guess if you were dating me. And it's like, man, I feel real simple, like weed, food, and you. That's really all I need. I don't never trip on anything else. And you. Weed, food, and you. I think that's romantic, honestly.
Shout out to the Colorado chicks.
Shout out to the Colorado chicks.
Shout out to Colorado for legalizing. I don't smoke, but shout out.
I love weed. I don't know about y'all.
Man,
you don't like
I'm gonna be honest, like, bro, I can't handle weed, bro. It get me tripping. Like, you clearly seen it. I be tripping, bro. I just can't handle it. I can't drink. I can't smoke.
My high.
Like, I need an outlet.
My high is video games, sex, and food. That's all I need.
Real nigga.
Video games, sex.
I'm sorry, bro. I just imagine like you probably had sex the way you talk, really.
Oh, baby. Yeah, I love you.
I'm sorry, that was just a real funny.
He like, just my name.
Yeah, what's my name?
DJ Anonymous.
Who pussy it is?
Hey, you know the drop, say it. Downright gangsta entertainment. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Erickson. Erickson, what's up?
What's up, brother?
You know what I mean? Shout out to the boys out there, your teammates out there, Kid Adams and them boys. You know what I mean? But right now we strictly on Shamari, no eggs.
But I feel like after people listen to this mixtape, they're gonna be ready for chapter 2.
Chapter 2?
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2?
Y'all know.
That's the end of the day. That's the 24 track list. This is your exclusive interview. You practically got to see us, know Shamari. It's not Shamari CNS. The CNS is the brand. The artist's name is Shamari. Y'all support out the CNS, the logo coming out, the fashion wear coming out. Support Team DRG, you know what I mean?
You get the mixtape on datpiff.com.
Get the mixtape on datpiff. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on SoundCloud. It's going to be everywhere. You guys enjoy the mixtape. LoudandLyrical coming back this fall. You know, we got some other shows. You know, we got the Joe Marie show coming this fall. What else? We got DJ Anonymous Wednesdays coming this fall.
Let's clear the air coming out.
Let's clear the air coming out. What, November, December. Let's clear the air. You know what I mean? Terry on the project. Erickson on the project. All the films on the project.
And shout out to Anthony too.
Anthony on the project. We sleep on him. Like Anthony, one of the top photographers. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to everybody who, you know, who's been on this team making it happen. And I really appreciate everybody, you know, trusting me. And well,
something to take on. Nah, dog, relax and get your break on. In 10th grade, I had ounces in my backpack. Right under them napkins where I used to write my raps at. Weed so loud, pray Mama Q doesn't hear that. Nigga right behind me, I think that he catching contact. Danny looking at me like, dawg, do you smell that? I'm just looking at him like, nah, I don't smell jack. And every day I get high as the Eiffel. Wonder how you hate on me, I'm so delightful. Hating ass terrorist niggas shoot with the rifle, but they can't hit the fighter jet when it's in full cycle. Try to stay high, man, that's how I bees. And if you see me in the clouds, man, I'm on them trees. And I always been easy breezy, cool as fuck. That's why them bitches with me and it ain't no fuss. I don't know why these motherfuckers wanna hate on us, but till the day I die, man, in God I trust. I know they mad cause they see me in expensive linens. I know they mad cause I'm chillin' with the baddest women. I know they mad cause they see the whole team is winning. Know they mad cause they know the fat boy be illin'. I know they mad cause they see me in expensive linens. I know they mad cause I'm chillin' with the baddest women. Know they mad cause they see the whole team stay winning. Know they mad cause you know the fat boy be illin'. Why you mad, nigga? Yeah. Why you mad, nigga?